All right, guys, it is not going to be obvious from the screen where I am, but we have made it to Irvington, the third of the new cities added in to the Build 42 expansion. I am on the kind of northwest side. I will show the map eventually. This is, I'm hoping, I have not gotten into this part yet. But according to the map, this is a gas station, and from what I can tell from the little glimpse of pumps, that's accurate. I don't know how packed the area is going to be. Unlike my previous Build 42 videos, this one does have normal zombie population, so the odds of me dying are much, much higher than they have been in some of my previous videos where I've survived longer than I normally would. I am not great at this game. I tend to get careless, but I am having a lot of fun showing some of these new areas to people. So this is Irvington. This is the city in the far southwest corner of the map. You will be able to see there is a speedway and a couple other things down here that make it interesting. I wish it wasn't so foggy. There's a... Okay, that's kind of cool. There's a tall fence surrounding half of this gas station. This might... I wonder if it has a basement. This might make a really interesting place to base up. I am not going to go upstairs yet. Let's make sure I've got the immediate surrounding area cleared. I started in Echo Creek, which I am going to show you all the map as soon as I feel safe in this immediate area. Oh, did not expect that door to be open. They're usually locked. Doesn't look like there's anyone inside the building. Let's go ahead and close that for now. Take a few quick peeks, see if there's anything right off the bat interesting. Okay, no sledgehammers, no, chainsaws. I don't think the game even has those, but that'd be sweet. Let's see. So this is interesting. Nice little area. Some good storage on the ground floor. Looks like a bunch of food and such in the... Let's actually just take a peek. Let's see what we got here. Oh, good, the door's open too. Nice. Is there a basement? Okay, no, there is a restroom. Always take those adhesive bandages, although I have a feeling I'm just going to take everything upstairs and dump it off up there because this is looking like a decent enough spot to make an early go at a base. Let's eat that hard candy. Why not? Sometimes you gotta treat yourself. You like fresh burritos? Come on. Ah, dang it. I was really hoping for a bunch of fresh burritos and corn dogs and shit. That would have been some big calories for a couple of days or weeks. All right, so we're back here again. Well, looks like we're safe enough to peek upstairs and see if this is going to make an actually decent spot. That's cool. You can see over the fences there. Oh, good. The door's open. Ah, man. Kind of convenient with all the open doors. Alright, if I decided I wanted to make pizza, we got gear for making pizza. Yeah, kind of a letdown on how stocked it is, but that's alright. Let's see, how much... Do I have any fresh food or food that requires freshness? No. Let's go ahead and keep peeking around, see what else the upstairs of this has to offer. So this is not an extravagant area. It's not huge, but it's got a bedroom. It's got a kitchen. It's got some good storage space. You guys should see the path I had to take to get here. It was absurd. Had two different cars break down. Again, I can get pretty careless when I'm playing this game, or any game, but this game in particular. So I saw one coming down, and it's gonna interfere with my good unbroken doors. So I want to go around and kill that one real quick before he breaks my front door down. Can't be having that. Downright disrespectful. Nothing super interesting, but that's all right. So if this fog ever clears, and I'm just going to wait it out once I get upstairs, Okay, nice little residence next door for me to loot out. So if I put some extra fencing around, this could be really unique, because this is the only way in, I believe. I could actually climb out onto this. That's interesting. That's interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff I could do with this. But first, let's dump all of the contents. Picked up a bunch of weapons off of a dead cop. So that was whew, that sounded pretty awful. Out of context, that's probably not something I should have put out there on the internet, but it is what it is. So, as soon as I dump this out, we're going to take a peek at the map. And then we're going to go out and do a little bit of exploring, because this is the new town of Irvington again, if I haven't said it already. Pretty sure I have, but that's all right. I repeat myself a lot. All right, character's going to be feeling real good now, nice and lightened up. Let's go ahead and put the mechanics book in there. We'll come back and do some reading off when I'm not recording, so that you guys don't have to be bored with that. Well, I got at least one sheet I can block a window with. Let's close up the rest of these curtains. Make it officially the place that I want to hide out at. Sometimes when you tap the curtain, it actually closes. Sometimes it just opens the window. Sometimes it doesn't do much of anything. So I am not going to be in this room. Ooh, I am a vet, so I don't need the beta blockers. All right, one more window closed, or safe, or however you want to look at it. So, let's peek at the map. We are way over here. I'm going to go ahead, call this home. Now, we're going to do a little bit of zooming here, because I had quite the trek to get here. This is an impressive amount of warehouses that I'm going to come back for when I have a vehicle. I was on foot for this entire section. My vehicle crashed here. I am not a good isometric driver. And of course, I started in Echo Creek again, because exploring the west side of the map is very difficult if you start anywhere else. Now, Irvington is large. It takes up a big space, and there's a giant speedway up here. There's some other stuff down there. It is a very, very large town. But for the purpose of today's video, I want to go across the street and see what that is, and I want to see what's next door. And I want to further establish myself in this little toehold I have made in the new town of Irvington. It is pretty exciting. I am going to use the main map as my reference point. Ooh, that is some sort of warehouse, not just a... Oh, those are storage units. Okay, this might be a really good place to start, or a really good place to base up. At least in the early to mid-game part of all this. Always try the door first before you start the windows. It takes half a second, and will save you an enormous amount of time when it does work. Nothing urgent, that's a shame. I was thinking that'd be a good spot to get a sledge. Okay, this is gonna be a lot. Let's go ahead and see if I can... This is also gonna be a lot. Okay, let's see if I can gather them all up and... Oh, goodness. Get them all to trip on each other. rather not be able to climb that fence and get further fucked. Okay, so we're gonna have to try though. Okay, okay. That I can handle, that I can handle. That was a little too much with the muscle weariness that goes on now, or muscle fatigue, whatever you want to call it, the getting weary. I don't think that was gonna be a possible group for me to handle. I am still relatively early game stat wise. I have not done much besides clear a couple of areas in Echo Creek and then travel to get here. Now let's see if they all followed me. Yes and no. Oh shoot, I hurt myself a little bit climbing that fence. It's like my character's in his mid-40s too, not just me. Holy cow. Okay, okay. Let's carefully navigate these guys with a little bit of a jog. Don't want to wear myself out though, so let's just, ooh, boy. Oh, oh no! Those little bushes were not supposed to. Those little bushes, I did not realize they were going to slow me down. Well, I made it to Irvington. That was a fun video, guys. Next time, maybe we can stay a little bit longer. Thanks for joining me. Take care.